Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time passing by, welcome. My name is Aisha, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always tuning in to watch my videos. I appreciate you so much. So as you saw from the title, we are going to be having a makeup tutorial today. Very simple and easy. If you want to know how I achieved this look, keep watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And so let's get right into the video. The first thing I applied was my eyebrow gel from Grwm. In this video, I'll be trying new products. So this eyebrow gel, I got it from Grwm, and I just applied a little, cleaned off the excess, and then I pressed it down just to make the brows lie down more. I waited for it to dry a bit, then I went in with my Davis brow pencil in the darkest shade to draw my outline, the bottom outline first, then I proceeded to draw the top outline. And then I filled it in lightly at the tail part. And for the front part, I used a medium dark. This was more lighter. This brown pencil is more lighter than the first one. So I used it for the front part. I made hair-like strokes. And I brushed the brow through with my spoolie to make everything blend and look more natural. Then I went ahead to repeat the same steps on the other eyebrow. I have a full eyebrow tutorial, very detailed, so in case you're interested, I'll leave the link on top here. You can just click on it and watch. To conceal or clean up my brows, I used the Maybelline Age Rewinder Concealer. I think this was in collaboration with Marvel because it had some Marvel stuff on it. I used it in the shade Tan. So first of all, I used it to clean up my under brows, and then usually I'll use a foundation or a concealer lighter than what I usually use to conceal the under brow, but I don't know, I felt I could blend this very well, so I just went ahead to use both of this to conceal both the top and then the underbrow. And then also I think it was really nice. The blend was beautiful. It's applied very nicely, and yeah, I loved it. Also, it dries a bit fast. That's what I noticed about this concealer. I like to start concealing the brow from the arc, like the brow arc. I don't like starting like from the front of the brow to the tail. I don't know, I go from the arc to the tail, then I come from the front and join it at the arc. It works for me, so I like doing that. You use the concealer to clean the brows, then after that you blend all the excess concealer left. The bottom first, then you proceed to do for the top. As I mentioned earlier, it's advisable to use a concealer a shade or two darker than the one you use to clean the lower part of the brow. But if you know you can blend very well, then you can go ahead and use the same concealer shade. Just make sure you blend, and so everything looks natural and seamless. As an extra step, I use this brow tint gel from Maybelline, and then I brushed it through my brow, especially the front part. It's a light shade, so it will make the brows even more lighter and in place for a long time. I used my Elegel Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn to prep my eyelids and get it ready for my eyeshadow application. As usual, my Ezekiel Boss Lady palette. So guys, that light brown shade, I just basically used it to like set the concealer I used to clean my brows. It's really like my shade, so you don't really see it popping. So it was basically to set the concealer I used to clean my brows. Then I went into this dark brown shade and applied it on the outer corner of my eyelid while dragging it outside towards my brow to give it like a V shape. I used this reddish wine and then applied it in my crease lightly. Guys, if I went in harder, it would have been more brighter than this, but I didn't want too much, so I just did it lightly. And I went into that champagne gold shimmer and I placed it on the lid space itself, from the front to the middle part of the lid. I wanted something simple. I didn't want too much, so I didn't cut crease, I didn't do anything, just something simple. Then I later went into the wine and then just continued it from where I stopped with the champagne and towards the end of my lid space, right in my crease. I didn't go above my crease. Then I went back into the brown and wineish red matte shades and then used it to blend the whole look together. Next, I used the Colorbox 2-in-1 magic eyeliner. Guys, it's 2-in-1 magic eyeliner because it's an eyeliner and then it's an eyelash glue, but I just used it as an eyeliner to draw a little wing for myself. I'm saying I used it as an eyeliner because I like to wear my lashes like last or semi-last, like when I'm almost done with my makeup, that's when I put on my lashes. So by then it was dry, so I just used it for my eyeliner. But yeah, it was nice, I liked it. Moving on to skin work, I don't know if I mentioned, but I was going for a wedding when I decided to film this tutorial. I was like kind of behind time, so I was rushing through the video and guess what, I forgot to prime my face, but it kind of lasted. I would have used the Rimmel mattifying primer, but I didn't use it, so let's just forget about primer. I went straight into my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in the shade Mocha and the Milani 2-in-1 foundation in the shade Amber. I mixed the two and applied it with my flat brush first and went in to blend it out with my Colorbox Cosmetic blending brush. I mixed the two foundations because they were both not my exact shade. I just mixed it to get my shade, but guys, can you see this coverage? See how beautiful the foundation looks on my skin, and the mixture was so easy to blend. I just love the outcome. I love how both of them just matched. I went back into the Maybelline Age Rewinder concealer in the shade Tan and placed it on the high point of my face, so on my chin, my nose, my forehead, and under my eyes. And I blended it with a damp beauty sponge. Concealer highlighting helps a lot to cover up blemishes on your skin, and then also the under eye bags. For me especially, I have them a lot and it helps to cover them up. This was my first time using this concealer and it was easy to work with, and I don't know, it reminds me so much of the Elegel Pro concealer. I didn't see much difference. I love them both. I usually don't cream contour. I don't know why. I feel just the powder contour is enough for me. The people I usually contour on are my brides, even my normal clients. I don't cream contour on them. So I moved straight to highlight to set all the highlighted places using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. That's the only setting powder I own and it works for me. I love it. No, that's not the one I own. I mean, that's the one I own for light skin people. I have the Maybelline Femi for my dark skins. Yeah, so and I love it. So I just use it to set all the highlighted places. I didn't bake. I just took a little, press it well into the highlighted places with my damn beauty sponge. I went into the Zykel face palette and took the middle shade in the first row, and I used that to contour my face. So my cheekbones, my forehead area, my jawline, and using a very, very light hand, I used that also to contour my nose, the sides of my nose. I said light hand because trust me, you wouldn't want your nose contour looking really dark. So it's either you use this shade in like lightly or you use a lighter powder. Yeah. From the same Zykel powder palette, I took a powder that was exactly my shade and I used it to set the rest of my face and also clean off the excess setting powder, which wasn't much though because I didn't bake. And I used this fluffy powder brush from Colorbox Cosmetics. Then these two blushes are what I use all the time from the Zykel palette. I just mixed the two and placed a little on my cheekbone. And this brush I'm using is from Evita Joseph. Yes, Evita Joseph highlight brush. I like to place blush on my forehead also. I don't know, it just adds to the warmth and definition of the face. Then I went ahead to spray my face with a Kiss Beauty setting spray. I always do this just because I want to catch all the excess setting spray flying away. Like, why are you going? Come onto my face. So it was after this part that I remembered that I didn't reverse contour. So I went back into my Sacha Buttercup setting powder and just did a little reverse contour so my cheekbones could pop more. Then I blended it out with a powder in my shade from the Zykel powder palette. Then I took these two shades from my Profusion bronzer and highlighter palette and I applied those two on my cheekbones, the highest point of my cheek. I didn't use too much. On camera I won't show, but in real life, yes, it will be just too much. So this was just perfect and okay for me. Place them on the bridge of my nose as well, and I just blended it with my finger. And I also placed some on my brow bone and on my cupid bow just to pop. I paired my eyelashes with a Zaron mascara and using the dark brown and reddish wine matte powder shades, I went ahead to apply these under my eye, and then I applied the mascara on my lower lashes also. Can you see the difference in the lashes? This is a step you wouldn't want to miss. Then I went ahead to fix my false lashes with my tweezer and my fingers. I prefer using my fingers to a tweezer. I don't know. The fingers work better and I feel I have more control over the lashes as compared to the tweezers. For my lips, I used the classic lipstick in the shade Millbrook to outline, and then I used the shade Clay for the inner part of my lips. I blended out the two and I applied lip gloss off camera. Sorry for that. So this is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know you like this. You're feeling the look the same way I am. So yeah, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, share, ask me any question, any doubt, anything you want to know in the comment section, and I'll definitely reply. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. When I move my legs, you see in the video today, why was this girl talking? We cannot hear. You were unprofessional.